billions of dollars in inheritance and a life spent in some of the most luxurious places on earth. Barron Trump's story is one of unimaginable privilege. Join us for a closer look into the life of the world's wealthiest teenager and what the future holds for him. Born into the Trump dynasty. Barron William Trump was born on March 20, 2006, in New York City, into one of the most famous and wealthy families in America. His father, Donald Trump, had already built a towering real estate empire, while his mother, Melania Trump, was a former Slovenian model. Together, they raised Barron in a world of prestige, wealth, and international attention. Barron's birth was anything but ordinary. From the very start, his life was marked by lavish gifts, like the golden baby carriage he received from Ellen DeGeneres. This extravagant gift, while playful, symbolized the extraordinary world into which Barron had arrived. A world where wealth and privilege seemed to know no bounds. Born with the proverbial silver spoon in his mouth, Barron was the youngest child of a real estate mogul, a model, and later the 45th President of the United States. A childhood of splendor at Trump Tower. Barron spent his childhood at New York City's Trump Tower, one of the world's most renowned residences. The Trump family lived in the skyscraper's triplex penthouse on the top 3 stories, a symbol of grandeur. Interiors designed by Angela Dongia in a Louis XIV style were lavish. A royal hall with gold walls, marble fittings, and rich furnishings reflected the Trump family's wealth and position. In this lavish home, Barron had his own level. This space contained a nursery, living room, private kitchen, and nanny quarters, giving him everything he needed. Barron's childhood was spent in luxury, with toys and clothes custom-made to his every whim. Barron's lifestyle reflected his family's wealth, from fancy cars to high-end couture. Public appearances and early fame. Despite being the youngest of Donald Trump's 5 children, Barron Trump has always been in the public eye. His very first appearance on television occurred when he was just a few months old, during an interview with Oprah Winfrey. During the show, Donald Trump proudly discussed the joys of welcoming a new son into the family. He praised Melania for her role as a mother, and Melania shared how Barron and Donald would spend their mornings watching TV together and reading the newspapers. Even at such a young age, Barron's life was one that fascinated the public. As a child, Barron was regularly seen at public events with his parents. Whether at formal dinners, family outings, or political events, Barron was always impeccably dressed. His mother, Melania, a former model with an impeccable sense of style, ensured her son was always dressed in high-end fashion, with custom outfits and accessories tailored just for him. Barron was introduced to a life where public appearances were the norm, and the media followed his every move. The height of extravagance. One particularly unique aspect of Barron's childhood was his high-end skincare routine. While most children might rely on basic lotions and creams, Barron's nightly skincare involved a luxurious caviar-infused moisturizer from his mother's exclusive beauty line, Caviar Complex C6. This extravagant skincare product, designed to promote youthful skin, was just one example of the indulgent lifestyle that surrounded Barron from a very early age. This type of opulence, while unheard of for most people, was merely another part of Barron's life of extreme privilege. The caviar-infused skincare line was only one element of the Trump family's lavish lifestyle. Barron's personal care routines and upbringing were shaped by a world of luxury where only the finest products were acceptable. His life was filled with a level of extravagance that even most adults will never experience. Faye in the White House. In January 2017, when Barron was just 11 years old, his father, Donald Trump, became the 45th President of the United States, and the Trump family moved into the White House. While moving into such an iconic residence could be overwhelming for a child, Barron's transition to life in the White House was smooth and comfortable. The White House staff made sure he felt at home by giving him his own personalized bedroom. His room was stocked with his favorite toiletries, brands, and personal belongings. ensuring that he was surrounded by familiarity in his new home. The White House itself provided Barron with exclusive perks that few children could even imagine. Barron had access to the presidential theater, swimming pool, and bowling alley. Accommodations were even made for Barron's size, with custom bowling shoes and special attention paid to his preferences in the movie collection. Despite the grandeur of the White House, efforts were made to make Barron feel as comfortable as possible in what could have been an overwhelming environment for a child his age. An elite education path. Barron Trump attended top schools. His education began at Columbia Grammar and Preparatory School, one of New York City's oldest elite schools. Columbia Grammar is noted for its challenging academics and caring for students. The Trump family expected Barron to be well-rounded and academically motivated, and the school's reputation matched. Barron resumed his schooling at St. Andrew's Episcopal School in Potomac, Maryland. After the Trump family moved to D.C., St. Andrews is known for academic excellence, character development, and community involvement, giving Barron a supportive and challenging environment. Even while his father navigated the presidency, Barron received a top-notch education at St. Andrews. After leaving the White House, Barron attended Oxbridge Academy in Palm Beach in 2021. This private school refocused Barron on academics, personal growth, and athletics, especially golf, which he still enjoys. Oxbridge Academy's personalized education has helped Barron grow in a loving environment that fosters his talents and interests. Barron's life of billionaire luxury. Barron Trump's childhood is defined by billionaire luxury, a life most people can barely fathom. His family's immense wealth allowed him access to a level of privilege that spans multiple industries, from high-end fashion to luxury travel. Barron has vacationed at Trump-owned resorts, traveled in private jets, and lived in some of the world's most exclusive residences. The Trump family's extensive real estate portfolio and international brand have ensured that Barron's lifestyle is unmatched in terms of grandeur and exclusivity. For Barron, this level of wealth is all he has ever known. His upbringing in luxury has prepared him for a life where anything is within reach, a life shaped by the privilege of being part of the Trump dynasty. The Trump Organization and Barron's future inheritance. As the youngest heir to the Trump fortune, Barron Trump is set to inherit an extraordinary financial empire. The Trump Organization, a global real estate and branding empire, includes a portfolio of luxury hotels, golf courses, and commercial properties around the world. Barron's inheritance is expected to run into billions of dollars, ensuring that he will maintain a position of extreme wealth and influence. However, Barron's inheritance is about more than just money. He will also inherit the responsibility of maintaining the Trump brand, a global entity that has garnered both admiration and controversy. As he grows older, Barron will be expected to navigate the complex world of business and public perception that his family has inhabited for decades. Whether Barron chooses to step into a leadership role in the Trump Organization or pursues his own path remains to be seen, but his future will undoubtedly be shaped by his family's legacy. Barron Trump's future. As Barron approaches adulthood, the world is watching to see what path he will take. Will he step into his father's shoes as a business mogul and public figure? Or will he choose a different path, away from the spotlight? Whatever direction Barron chooses, it is clear that he has the resources, education, and background to shape his own destiny. Inheriting not just a vast fortune, but also the Trump name means that Barron's future will always be linked to his family's legacy. Whether in business, politics, or another field, Barron will have the opportunity to build his own legacy. A legacy shaped by the wealth, privilege, and influence that have defined his life so far. That's a wrap on Barron Trump's incredible life of luxury. What do you think his future holds? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more content about the world's wealthiest and most influential figures.